Okay, here we are at the start of our Great Allegheny Passage bike ride. On the end there we have Josh, we have Baishi, we have Ben, we have Jack, and I'm Jim.
The Great Allegheny Passage is a 148-mile rails-to-trails right-of-way that extends from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Cumberland, Maryland. The conversion from rail to trail began in 1978 and took nearly 35 years to complete. Since its completion, it has become the most prized rail-to-trail segment in the U.S., attracting riders from every state and around the world. You'll need to ride it for yourself to truly appreciate its beauty and solitude. I hope this recap of our 3-day ride inspires you to do just that. We began our ride in McKeesport, Pennsylvania, opting to skip the city portion of the ride had we started in Pittsburgh. It knocked 16 miles off the total route, but we were all good with that. We found interesting places to explore and some unexpectedly good trailside food. Further down the trail, the Yaegeria River provided a comfortable resting spot and relief from the day's humidity.
Ben, yeah, tell me what you think of this ride here. What the this? This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I mean, well, maybe not fun. We're having so much fun with all of our friends, feeling good, getting oxygen in our lungs, and working up an appetite. So, Baishi, yeah, tell me what you think of ride day 1. Oh, it's awesome. What's your favorite part so far? Let's see. I think getting in the river. Yeah? Yeah, doing the triathlon thing. Oh, nice. I guess that's why I'm the one. Hey, Jack. So what's your favorite part of the ride so far? I know this is not common answer, but the swimming in the river today. Oh, yeah. It was nice and hot. I think the chili cheese dog, river swim. Excellent first day. Good. Ooh, what's up, dude? Tell us about your day. Oh, my gosh. Not as hot as I thought, actually. A little dusty, but fine.
We ended our first day at the Connellsville Bed and Breakfast. Fantastic accommodations. We recommend you stay there on your trip along the Gap. Later that night, we settled in for drinks and dinner at the Arts Cafe, followed by darts at the Paint Room Bar. Day 2 started with a fantastic homemade breakfast at the Connellsville BNB. Then we headed to the stables to collect our rides and hit the trail.
Okay, boys, day 2 on the trail. How's everybody feeling?
Woo! Feeling great, baby. Josh just fell.
Oh, you did? On the edge of the trail?
Oh, yeah.
It's this. On your scar for some dramatic effect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
How you feeling today?
I feel great.
You look good too.
Air, thanks.
Day 2's ride hugged the Yaegeria River the entire way. We all felt refreshed after a fun night. In fact, we felt like we owned the trail. There are a lot of bridges on the route. Most are the original rail line bridges with new decking. They afford great views of the river and the surrounding valleys. These 2 bridges led us into Yaegeria State Park. A favorite launching site for whitewater rafting and kayak trips. Although we didn't take on the river, the park provided us with a good lunch opportunity. Next stop was the town of Confluence, Pennsylvania. There we hit the local bike shop, had some good coffee, and experienced the local art scene. And by the way, not just bikers use the trail. We saw walkers and a few very happy dogs. That night, we stayed in Rockwood, Pennsylvania at the Hostel on Main. It had a very comfortable 3-bedroom apartment that perfectly suited our needs. although we could have done without the active freight line running through the backyard at night. There are almost no restaurants in Rockwood, but fortunate for us, the Trailhead Brewing Company opened a few months before our arrival. Limited food options, but the great local beer and entertainment made up for that. Day 3 started off beautiful as we headed towards Cumberland, Maryland. First stop, Myersdale, Pennsylvania, where we took some time to recap the journey so far.
Well, here we are in Myersdale, and we are 33 miles from the Continental Divide. It has been absolutely fantastic. Just a great group of guys, and there's nothing better than just getting out on the trail and finding that zen. It feels absolutely incredible. And I wish we could keep going for the next 3 months, but we can't. And that's it.
All right, here we are with Jack Lewars. He just pulled into Myersdale. We got like maybe 35 miles to go left on our trip. What's your impression so far?
So far, it's been beautiful. I'm looking forward to the last mileage because it's all going to be downhill. So that's probably going to be my favorite part. I will let you know coming up. I also got these mini toot whistles for the kids.
Very
so
nice.
there's something to look forward to.
Any you know, exciting news you want to talk about? Maybe recent championship victories on various fronts.
So far, we've slept now 2 days in 2 different towns. The first town was Connellsville. I was the first cyclist to arrive. I destroyed everybody. Second town last night was Rockwood. Again, everybody was taking a little break on the side of the road, and I flew right by them and crossed the Rockwood county line first. So I'm hoping for a third day victory today.
Anything else? Was there something that had to do with a bunch of little wooden blocks?
What?
Jenga.
Oh, yes, Jenga. Baishi, come on over here. So Baishi and I here, we're playing Jenga last night at the Rockwood Brewery. We got up to level 30.
Hey, Jed, Baishi, a little closer.
Oh, okay. We got up to level 30. Jenga height. We were very proud.
Yeah. Level 30, yeah.
Level 30, yeah.
Might be the world record, actually.
I think it is the world record. Yeah, don't look it up.
No, yeah. It started out as competitors, but then we teamed up.
We teamed up. We decided to go for Guinness Book World Record heights.
Yeah, all right. Well, enough humble bragging here, even though there's nothing humble about it. All right, guys. We'll see you further down the trail.
Bye.
Okay, here we are with Josh in Meyersdale. And Josh, what's been your impressions of the 2.5 days so far?
Oh my gosh, the trail is very consistent the whole way through. You know, I am feeling pretty fatigued though. You know, I'm riding with a bunch of bikers, man.
But you're holding your own. You're not holding anything back.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but I try my best to hang with them. You know, but they're a great bunch of guys. Yeah, it's been absolutely great, you know, weather-wise, all that stuff, you know.
What's been your favorite part?
Ohio Pile was by far the best. I mean, the waterfall, just the whole little town, the shops. That wrap was huge. It was like a fajita wrap. Oh, it was so good, man. But yeah, I'd say that's probably my favorite out of all of it so far.
Okay. Want to do the DC leg some point?
Absolutely.
Cumberland DC?
Heck yeah, dude.
All right.
Yeah, I'm totally game next year, dude.
All right,
Seriously.
You heard it here first. We're doing Cumberland to DC next year.
Absolutely, man.
Myersdale also provided us with a great breakfast at the GI Dayroom coffee shop. There we caught up with some fellow Gap riders, Connie and Paul. They were riding a tandem from Pittsburgh to Washington, D.C.
We're Connie and Paul Clement from Bellingham, Washington, and we are excited to be doing the Gap in the CNO. We started in Pittsburgh, and this is day 3 for us.
Yeah.
Is that right? Day 3, yeah.
Okay.
Now, are you going all the way to DC? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure bumping into you guys a bunch of times.
Great. Thanks for the beer.
Yeah.
That was a lifesaver.
No problem. Well, I'm sure we'll see you on the trail throughout the rest of the day. Good.
Back on the trail, we started a gradual climb to the eastern Continental Divide. At just 2,392 feet above sea level, it separates the Chesapeake Bay watershed from the Gulf of Mexico watershed. It also signifies that the rest of the ride is all downhill.
We did it!
Entering the Big Savage Tunnel was pretty refreshing. It was at least 20 degrees cooler than the outside air on either end. While the videos suggest we were flying through, we actually took our time because it was far darker inside than it appears. Just at the far end of the tunnel, we arrived at the Mason-Dixon line. The Mason-Dixon line is the dividing line for 4 states, and it was also the separation line between the North and South during Civil War time.
Okay, Baishi, here we are at the Continental Divide. So give me a little bit of your impressions of the ride so far and what your best and favorite parts were.
It's a great ride. This is, I think this is the best way to do it. Stopping at Airbnbs or B&Bs, and instead of taking all your stuff like we did before, this is much more fun, more relaxed. It's not too difficult. It's not, you know, it's pretty easy. It's fun, relaxing.
And what has been your most favorite part of the ride?
The B&Bs, the showers, and then be able to wash
Okay,
clothes.
you heard it here first. Baishi likes to rest, not ride.
That's right. Okay, so this is like the tail end of our ride here. It's been an awesome trip. I met a great bunch of guys. As always, you know, you always think, oh, am I ready for a ride like this? But the pace was casual and the grade was certainly very reasonable. No big hills to climb, and we just had a great time. Perfect weather. We got a couple raindrops once and nothing more than that. And it's just been beautiful. The scenery is fantastic, and I forgot how beautiful Pennsylvania and Maryland and, you know, the whole, you know, hillsides around all the cities are. It's been a great adventure, and I'm really looking forward to doing more of these kind of rides with these guys, and hopefully we'll do a little bit of something every year. So great trip. Would do it again. You guys should do it too. We're at the Mason-Dixon line. We got like about another 20 miles to go until we finish the ride in Cumberland. And I'm speaking personally, this has been a great group of guys to ride with, 2 of which I've just met on this trip, and it's fantastic to get to know you guys.
Yeah, man.
Ben and Jack, I've been around you forever. And
ever.
So, but anyway, I love the ride, and I'm glad I had all you guys to do it with.
And so downhill we went for 22 miles until we came to the point that is the end of the Great Allegheny Passage and the beginning of the C&O Canal towpath leading to Washington, D.C. That will be a ride for another day.
Okay, here's the undisputed winner of the Gap ride.
Let the record state.
Thanks, guys.
That Jack did cross the finish line. I think a whole wheel tire ahead.
Thanks for watching this extended adventure beyond the driveway. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And we'll see you on the road.